All right, got the fender on. Don't mind that one. It's too close, I can't get in there. There's a bolt that goes right back in there, but I can't open that door up wide enough to actually get to it. The plan is now we're gonna try and make some custom hood hinge holder / inner fender support off of the two where the two actual frame horns would go. It's slow progress, but it's progress none the least. It's also been about 0 degrees out for the last couple of days, so it's taken a little bit to get here. All right, well, it's raining here. It's finally came up from the 0 degrees it was this last weekend. So we're gonna try a little handiwork and a little fabrication work. It's not pretty, but I've got it ground down. I'm gonna weld where it broke. See, it broke over here too. It's not the prettiest spot for it to have broke. Not the easiest spot, especially with my limited fabrication skills. But we'll weld that together, and then I'm gonna make some gusset plates, some bracing to hold it a little bit better. I've ground on the inside of the actual carriage, I guess you'd call it, for the Mustang rear end. So I'll have a brace plate on the outside of the frame to kind of cover up what I'm going to weld there, and then I will have a plate that goes from right there on the carriage subframe part to the where I boxed in the frame. All right, YouTube, it's a little cold out here. The warm weather didn't last as long as I thought it would, and I ended up getting a whole lot busier than I thought I would. But we'll give you a little update here. We got a couple of pieces of sheet steel I've had here from boxing in the frame, and I'm cutting out pieces from my cardboard template to go on for the hood hinge mounts, since I'm going to try and not run inner fenders on it. Also, you can see behind me we got a little bit of metal put up on the barn, just working as we can. The sun's out, but it's still cold. We got some of it down. I gotta get one more board, and then we're gonna go the rest of the way of the old barn, and then after that, metal on the roof, and then we're gonna start framing in this back part. You see, we get a couple more boards, frame in back here, so that we can then bring more metal to back here and make this whole part enclosed. We're gonna worry about just getting the lean-to enclosed before any more bad weather comes through. But yeah, that's what we've got going on today. Trying to stay warm outside and cutting metal. All right, we're making some good progress. I've got all of the pieces cut out for the passenger side. It's ground them down for the welds. So we've got the base plate, the tops and bottoms, and then both sides, and an end piece. And I'm gonna have it try and just mimic like the actual inner fender, because it would actually just go right through here all the way. But the way it would come in down the road, eventually I'm gonna have some bigger wheels and tires, and I don't want to run into a spatial issue with the fenders, having to maybe cut them or trim them to fit those wheels and tires. And so this should help solve that issue. I'm creating more work by solving issues, but that's besides the point. I've got metal here already, so it's not costing me any more than I already had the materials for. But that's the progress for now. Obviously, I'll do a little, I want to cut that, trim it up, make it part of the brace for that back into the frame that I've still got. I've got it tack welded, but I still have to put more bracing on it just for future, and so that it doesn't do that stuff again. While we're out here, I'm going to talk about daubing for a little bit and what's going to be getting ordered here soon. So daubing, she needs brake lines and fuel lines, fuel tank cleaned out, and a new fuel pump. So sometime this week I'll be ordering there's a full brake line kit for it, and fuel line kit, and then a fuel pump, and then we'll just see when they come in. And as they come in, weather permitting, of course, you know, Indiana winter, we will be getting this one roadworthy. I think that's going to do it for this episode. There's been plenty of content on it, and it's been a while since I have posted, so just to get a video out and let you guys see the progress. We'll see ya.